and other community activists that are in Chicago that was so bitterly opposed to Rahm Emanuel even getting on the ballot?
We've discovered that black folks don't know when they're being violated simply because Negroes do not know their rights. We stood in righteousness, in opposition on the side of the law. The law requires a 2-year residency, and Rahm Emanuel had not lived here for the last 2 years. And I say that simply because if his genuine intention was to return here to the city of Chicago, his home would not have been for sale on the internet for $900,000. If he had intentions of returning home, there would have been some stability here waiting for him. When Rahm Emanuel come to visit my town, Chi-Town, he checked into a fancy hotel as a guest because that's what visitors do. And I say to you, in question of his manhood, what is to be said about a man that even puts his bitch and his babies in a hotel? He didn't leave a place when his children and his wife, and I question that, Amy Rule, who loves him so much that she refuses and neglects to use his last name, Emanuel. But when they come to visit, if they come to visit or returned at all, there was no place here for them to call home. I say to you people, and I'm speaking to black people because you are my genuine concern. Our situation taking place in these streets and in African American communities is a cultural situation, and it has to be addressed on a cultural level. Now we have several entities, including Messy Jesse Jackson, even Farrakhan. He talk a good game. He's a master manipulator, but he ain't taking care of no business. I'll be impressed when he put that crescent in that star. It's shining bright back in the night sky there on 79th and Emerald. And, you know, start doing some black business. You know, there's nothing that black man can tell me about business when the one business that he come back to open and operate after collecting the money at the Million Man March is now closed. Okay, so let's not discuss business, because the minute that we focus to the quality of life among African Americans in this city, things will begin to fall in divine order. There's nothing more important, or should be more important to you, than African American life, because there's nobody but us out here dying in these streets. This is a flood of black blood, people, flowing through the inner city streets of Chicago. It's not a rainbow. It's not Irish and Italian, you know? And even with the Hispanics, they don't include us. Even they recognize that our situation is in a class and a category of its own. Now, everybody, we seem to have a genuine care and compassion and concern for every culture but our own. What I'm saying to you, black people, my name is Queen Sister. I represent It Takes a Village organization, and it takes a village to love a village. It takes a village to sustain a village. It takes a village to repair the village.
Well, my question to you is, Queen, with all due respect, did you vote for Barack Obama if you choose to disclose that or not?
How can I express to you the joy in my heart versus the pain in my black ass today? One question about the presidential candidacy of Barack Obama, America's first African-American president. And I say that simply because you have to be a thoroughbred black man in order to be America's first black president. And we know that to be John Hanson, which no one seems to talk about. Yeah, he got my vote. And we sent him letters, which we have not gotten a response from. And we're planning a trip. We're going travel down the road, yellow brick road, and we're going to see the wizard. We're going to see the wizard about the conditions of his hometown, Chi-Town, you know, that's well known by Al Capone to set the tone for this gangster mess. Barack Obama has roamed so far away from home, it appears that he don't care about what's going on. I'm not going to say that Barack Obama don't love black people, but Barack Obama do not care for black people, because it's clear that he's in a position to care for us, and he choose not to. You know, if it ain't worth dying for, it ain't worth fighting for.
In my